One of the questions that I get asked the most about my time spent playing Destiny is how do you keep from getting burnt out? How do you keep Destiny fresh? And that's a great question. According to Time Wasted on Destiny, I've logged over 4,500 hours of playtime in Destiny 2. Now, it does say I have like 5,000 hours AFK, and I don't think that's accurate, so take that with a grain of salt. I don't know, but it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time that I've spent playing this game, and somehow I managed to genuinely still have fun and still enjoy my time when I log in and play the game. So in this video, I'm going to share my top 3 secrets to keeping Destiny fresh for those of you who want to avoid burnout. Now, just know that these are my personal methods for keeping the game fun, so don't hear my endorsement of one approach to this game as a condemnation of anyone else's preferred way to play. And with that, let's dive into tip number 1. My first secret to keeping Destiny fresh is set goals. I really like numbers. I like seeing them go up. I don't know, there's something cathartic about it. It's something that gives you that little dopamine hit, that little sense of satisfaction, like checking an item off a list of things to do. Setting goals in Destiny helps me game with purpose. How many times have you fired up the game, maybe opened up the directory, and just hovered over node after node without any clear sense of direction or purpose? Sometimes you probably do that. You look at Crucible, you look at the Strike playlist, you look at this, you look at that, and then after doing literally nothing but perusing options, you just turn the game off and do something else entirely, or play something else entirely. That experience is entirely avoidable. All you have to do is set some goals for yourself in-game and pick one to work towards every time you log in. For example, recently I was looking at my Crucible report, which is a great little website that tracks your overall PvP stats. You just type in crucible.report in your search bar and then type in your Guardian name, and it'll break everything down for you in your career. So I was at my Crucible report and I noticed that my SMG and scout rifle kills were lagging severely behind my other primaries. My sidearms and hand cannons were way up there at the top with 50, 60,000 plus kills. My pulse rifles were approaching 50,000 as well. But yeah, my scouts in PvP and my SMG kills in PvP were really, really low, lagging behind. So I set a goal for myself. I wanted to get my total PvP kills up for the scout rifle up to 10,000 and my SMG kills up over 20,000. I pride myself on being a man who plays a little bit of everything. I don't want to just be a one-trick pony. So I set out to meet some new goals, and I accomplished both of those tasks this season, getting my SMG kills up over 21,000 and my scout rifle kills up over 11,000. Other goals I set for myself include getting every weapon that I really like. If I get a gun in Destiny and I really like it, sort of my baseline is I try to get each and every one of those guns up to 1,000 total final blows tracked on the weapon in PvP. Last season, I set a goal for myself to hit 600. We ran out of medals, and we got that one done. Now I'm closing on 700. So setting clear goals that are obtainable for you. I mean, you have to know your limitations and what's going to be a real challenge for you. So set clear goals that are obtainable for you and realistic. That's just one great way of keeping the game fresh and allowing you to game with purpose. My second secret to keeping Destiny fresh is to intentionally try new things. This one is tough for people. It really is. It's really easy to get comfortable in a routine of some kind until eventually you wear that routine out and then you just shelf the game, right? But in reality, you only engaged with a very small portion of what that game has to offer. That's not just limited to Destiny. It's all other games out there too. We often do this. You may be cheating yourself out of a rewarding experience that could be memorable and really engage you on a new level. So this isn't limited to PvP, but in the Crucible, that might mean really deep diving into a new playlist. Maybe it means trying to get really good at Rumble, or getting a team together to try some synergy and trying to get some synergy rolling for Trials of Osiris specifically. Maybe it means branching out and trying a different exotic armor piece. It could mean trying a new subclass altogether, or trying your hand at Warlock, Titan, or Hunter, depending on what class you tend to gravitate towards. You can combine this tip with the previous one, for example. I made a goal for myself to mix it up, try something new, and try my hand at challenging solo PvE content. A few seasons ago, I made it my goal to solo flawless all the dungeons at the time, including Pit of Heresy, Shattered Throne, and Prophecy. It actually gave me several hours of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed going through those dungeons solo over and over and over again until I came up with strategies for every encounter based on my experiences and preferences. And for example, while everyone else was baking the Pit of Heresy boss with Anarchy, I was dropping him with a Deathbringer and an Argent Ordnance build. It was super fun. So trying new things in Destiny can feel a little overwhelming at first because you're frankly ignorant about the activity that you're about to dive into. But that's part of the fun. Do a little research, watch some guides, or jump in blind and just start the process of learning all over again. Be intentional about trying your hand at raiding, Grandmaster Nightfalls, endgame PvP, or just playing a new class or build. And that takes us to the third and final secret to keeping Destiny fresh. Exercise your creativity. Start to create things in Destiny. Destiny leaves so much control up to the player. Try creating a new build. Look at each and every piece of armor in your build and concoct something new. Mix and match, charged with light mods. Pick a different grenade or melee ability and try to optimize your stat allocation across your discipline, recovery, strength, etc., whatever you want to focus on. Try a new exotic armor piece and build a playstyle around it. Some of my most fun playstyles in this game were because I was perusing my vault and I just picked something out and I said, how can I make this work? What can I build around this? Build into a specific gun or loadout. Or just take a good hard look at the build that you've been using and ask, what could I be doing better? How could I further optimize what I've already got going on? Destiny gives you so many tools to build with. It's a real shame when people don't take advantage of those tools to create something unique to them and their preferences. Sometimes you could look at your build and be like, man, I'm just 4 points away from reaching another tier of discipline. So what do? There are actually places in the game where you can target farm armor for specific stats that are going to stand out above and beyond the others. So you can kind of go into it with a plan. You could create a build for strike farming, one for quick play, one for endgame PvP or elimination. Make a build for a specific raid encounter. Creating something to serve a purpose and then seeing it fulfill that purpose after you refine it is such a rewarding experience. It'll make you feel proud and accomplished, even if it's just a video game, and there's nothing at all wrong with that. And there you have it. Those are my top 3 secrets to keeping Destiny fresh. These will help you get a lot of mileage out of Destiny and keep you coming back and really getting your money's worth out of the game, honestly. So thanks so much for supporting my channel and watching the video. Please leave a like only if you enjoyed it and subscribe for additional Destiny 2 content. Check out my Clips channel for lots of fun short plays and hype moments. I'll leave a link to it in the pinned comment on this video. Be warm and well fed, my friends, and I hope to catch you in the Crucible.